Hey, what's up, you guys? Beautiful seeing you. Welcome back to Occult Cat TV. I'm your host, O'Shea. As well, you can call me Cool Cat or Tanu. That is my magic name. That is the name I uncovered in meditation and I started to delve into and understand. And from that, I uncovered so much along my path. As well, I noticed that the deities were calling me that, so that's actually why I call myself that. But anyway, so today the topic for the video is going to be the black flame, awakening the black flame, becoming the black flame. What is the black flame and why do we use it? For us children of darkness that walk the path of night, under Hecate, Lucifer, Azazel, Belial, Lilith, whoever it might be, right? Satan, Set, to those who walk the path of night, that wish to better understand who they are and their purpose, would embrace the black flame. The black flame at its core is our truths. So just like when we work with the Kundalini, right? A lot of people don't realize that the Kundalini is not the be-all, end-all. That even to become enlightened, you must dissolve that awareness, that feeling, that sensation. Actually, to become enlightened in any way, you must dissolve all perceptions, all awareness, down to its core, right? And then fade out, fully dissolve, and then come back into existence as the phoenix. The same thing as the symbolism of the qliphoth. We go into the sephiroth to go into the qliphoth. Why do we go into the sephiroth? To gain our light, so that we could go into the night with that light as a torch. Our consciousness, right? Our conscious mind going into the subconscious realms, and then at some point our conscious mind is dropped so far under that we fall, we sink under it, and we turn into a black hole, a void, right? This is when we're embracing vampirism. Vampirism and the black flame is very intertwined with each other. A good symbolism that we can see is businessmen, right? They have immense power, they emit power, and then as well they use vampirism to, lower their target's energy, and then it's an exchange, just like fighting, right? So we dissolved our ego, we must go back into the qliphoth, right? We must reawaken ourselves while in the qliphoth and re-emerge. The way in which we do this is by awakening our daemon, by becoming our daemon. What is a really good way and beneficial way to become your daemon at a faster rate? By working with your black flame. Just like we were working with our kundalini, or we should work with our kundalini to raise it, and then at some point after we raise it, it dissolves the chakras. So there's no need for the chakras after a certain point. Again, and I've been hearing this more lately, so I'm happy about that, but I've been saying this for almost years. Like, dissolve your chakras, and then from that you become one energetic center, one being. Lucifer actually did this for me. You have to have enough energy to shatter them, and then from that you are one energy. The chakras are actually parasites feeding on you, right? They limit each sphere and each energy, so why would you praise what's limiting you? So when we're working with the black flame, like the kundalini is what purifies our physical body, right? So this is when we start having to eat different because of spiritual needs, right? Maybe you become more vegetarian, or you start to eat more energetic foods. That is what the kundalini is doing. It's purifying your vessel and your body. In a similar way, just like the kundalini, the black flame is purifying your aura and your essence, your energy, darkening it, right? Putting it into a negrito phase in alchemy, right? Blackening yourself. And then in that blackening phase, that is where the ego dissolution occurs. So as we are blackening ourselves with the black flame, we are amplifying our black flame. It's becoming more bright, beautiful, and empowered. It's at the same time we are dissolving our sense of self and who we believe ourselves to be, in order to awaken and bring about our true self into this reality. So in order to know ourself, I truly believe that we must work with the black flame. And this is what actually empowers our ascension at a faster rate as magicians on the left-hand path. magicians choosing to ascend. I'm someone that no matter what it is, if it doesn't corrupt or go against me, I will embrace things that are for my highest ascension, that are for my growth. So that's why I started working with the black flame. That's why I started working with Azazel. I noticed a difference that when I'm around people, people notice me more. Like if I'm with friends, people will notice me out of all the friends. Someone asked a question to a friend they didn't know, they didn't give a fuck. I knew it. They were like, "Oh, thank you so much. You know all your shit. Good thing you know your shit." And I didn't even work there. And she was asking my friend that worked there, or he was asking my friend that worked there a question. So the black flame at its core is what purifies the illusions, right? So just like Lilith, goddess of destroying illusions, seeing through illusions. When you purify your essence through the black flame, you start to see truth within yourself. So you start to emanate it, and then as you emanate your truth, you are projecting that truth into reality. So everything that you're creating is now more truth-based. It's at a higher vibration, or a faster vibration, you could say. And that's what it does. It elevates your vibration at a faster rate. That's why shadow work can be so intense on the left-hand path, and why it can be seen as so dark. We have so much trauma within ourselves that we are not uncovering, that we are not working with. So when you add power on top of a faulty foundation, you're just destroying yourself. It's like in Buddhism, when you just observe yourself, you're destroying yourself. You first have to love yourself. If you do not love yourself, when you observe yourself, you're only destroying yourself. So it's the same with the black flame. We build up the foundation of working with the kundalini, of meditating so we can purify our vessels, so that when we go into the night side, so that when we work with the black flame, we are ready for our journey as we were meant. And then we start to work with the black flame. It purifies us. Yes, it can be uncomfortable at first when you are integrating. It can be intense, high vibrations. But again, you just keep doing it and working with the energies, and then you attune yourself to that current, and then it's always there. It's like when I did Kundalini work. Kundalini always flowing through me. Do I always feel it? No, I subsided that. The black flame always flowing through me. Do I feel it? Is it out now? Yes. But do I always feel it? No. But I do feel it when it is there. As well, it amplifies love, it amplifies abundance, empowerment, healing at a faster rate, especially when you mix that and merge it with vampirism, right? So black flame, you are empowered with your truth. Vampirism, you cannot die as easily, spiritually, physically, anything of this matter. So you're becoming an apex predator. You're becoming an apex being. The black flame is at its core Satan, you could say. And it being Satan, this is why Satan is such a ruling character on the night side. He is what empowers all of the demons. So this is why the demons obey him. He is all the power. So if he is all the power, then you must work with Satan, or Azazel, or Lilith, but you must work with the black flame in some way to connect to that source that is Satan. So by awakening the black flame within yourself, like Wi-Fi, like a Wi-Fi connection, a Bluetooth connection, right? So Satan is a black flame. We could actually just see him as a giant black flame. He appears as a black dragon as well, but I'll be giving you guys a meditation in just a moment that will actually help you to connect to the black flame and be able to do this ritual. So Satan is as well a black dragon. In order to become a black dragon, we must work with the black flame. We as well must work with the draconian body, which I will talk about in another video. But in a sense, the draconian body is the merging of all senses psychically into one. So just like the chakras, we merged into one influence, one sphere of influence, one energetic system. It's just like our psychic abilities. Clear cognizance, right? Clear downloading, or clear understanding, clear sight, clear feeling, clear sentience, right? We're merging all of these abilities, clear audience, so we can see, hear, feel, know, understand, and download what we need to in the moments in which we need to, whether we're doing an invocation, we're out in public, we're divining, or just wanting to know something new or understand what we're going through. The black dragon, or the body of the dragon, and as well the black flame tie in heavily together, because the black flame at its core, the black flame will be unifying and merging your psychic senses and abilities into one, because that is truth. That is your true self. The dragon is your truth. The dragon is your true self. Dragons have immense wisdom. And as I talk about purifying yourself, purifying your being, right? There's a being that when you finish the qliphoth that you encounter named Amalek. I learned this from Universal Mastery's channel first off. Have not seen it anywhere else, but when I started to work with it and get close to working with it, I started to understand why it is a mechanism within the qliphoth. Just like source. By maintaining your source, you, instead of becoming these beings permanently, right? Like you are a Satan, or you are like a Belial, right? Because you just work with Belial, right? Because you're not embracing your own source. You must embrace your own source, and then with that consume the energies and bring them into you, so that it doesn't override you, but instead empowers you and your growth as well, creating a stable foundation. So it's in the same way that Amalek, right, is a source being, of is a chaos being of source, right, or source chaos being. And as what it does is, at the end of your qliphothic journey, you are riding Amalek as you disperse the divine sacred fire throughout the qliphoth, destroying it, programming it, transmuting it to serve you, right? The reason why we do this is because it is the same with ourselves. We had to use the black flame in order to become the dragon. We had to use the black flame in our abilities and merge them in order to become at some point source, where we go into source and then we come out, right, as a source being. But we still have our attunements, such as vampirism, such as necromancy, such as the black flame. And then what we're doing is we are using that black flame to now purify our reality, as we once purified ourself and our being. Once we dissolve ourself, now we're dissolving our empire. We're dissolving all the solidity within our reality, so that we can better understand who we are, and with that, who we're meant to become. You must destroy yourself while in the qliphoth. Destroy yourself in order to dissolve, black hole yourself, and then so that you can regain your source and rise like the phoenix and make it out. So that's pretty much going to be a video on the black flame, guys. And now I'm going to do a meditation that I used to do. Let me just bring up the chants. So these are pretty simple chants. They're just off the internet. So what we're going to do is imagine a small flame. What we're going to do is imagine a small flame right here. And then if you work with Azazel, you can say Azazel. If you work with Lucifer, you can say Lucifer. If it's Satan, you can say Satan. I'm even going to say Azazel, Lucifer, Satan. 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 For now, empower my black flame, awaken it within, so I may use it, so I may empower it and know who I am. So as that, you see the black flame glowing, right? You say now, as you see a black flame in front of you, right? So imagine, or you can even imagine me as a black flame, right? You can imagine me as Satan, but imagine me as a black flame, or in front of you if you're just listening to the video, and then see that black flame, right? See a spark? Just see the spark growing. And then as we see the spark, right, you're going to see it in front of you as a big giant black flame, and then you are receiving it. You are receiving the black flame. It is a small flame within you, right? You are receiving it. So, knots, and again, see the giant black flame in front of you as like a tether, and then like for me it's my camera or my computer, and then I have the tether of Nosferatu and Fornum Nigra. Nosferatu and Fornum Nigra. Right as I'm saying this, I start to hear sirens. Nosferatu and Fornum Nigra. Nosferatu in Fornum Nigra. Nosferatu in Fornum Nigra. Nosferatu in Fornum Nigra. And then as you empower it into a roaring blaze of black fire, right? In nomine tenebris inferno imperum. 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 Now we unify the black flame, ourselves with it, connecting us to it. So with that, guys, know that you are empowered, that you have started to awaken your black flame. All you have to do is now cultivate and empower it as you choose. Well, what it will do is uncover your truths and help you to become your greatest version. This is a tool among the night side, just as vampirism is, right? And then if we look at the right-hand path, they have Reiki and giving energy. As a vampire, I'm gonna just take all their energy. No, but yeah, no, I'm joking. But so know that you can use these tools, guys. You can use the black flame to empower yourself as well. You can use the kundalini and vampirism. So have a beautiful day. That was the black flame.